Kid Joe Day. Yeah, the gods come and play.
So what do you think about now that it's cool that a lot of these cats feel it's okay to be fighting and purposely stealing from each other?
See, I think we all come from an era.
We had that code back then.
Right, I think we all come from an era with no biting. That was like one of the lowest shit you could do in hip hop. You know what I mean? So I'm still very much against it. And you know, to keep it totally honest with you, I do see things out there, even from ourselves, that I'm like, damn, they gonna bite the shit that we're doing now. You know what I mean?
Eventually.
You know,
Facts.
you know, I can only speak for myself. I can only stay on my path and shit like that. So I wouldn't turn around and tell somebody else unless it was blatant in front of my face and shit. Then I couldn't hold my tongue. But as far as telling somebody else what to do, go ahead, man. If you get money, if you get success, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and I love it because, which also brings me to my next question. Y'all style is so original, you know what I'm saying? And y'all have just a distinctive, just vibe and style of what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? So if you hear it anywhere else, if you hear anything like what they do, you can tell, you know what I'm saying, that somebody was copying or biting. You know, y'all been doing this for a long time. Like, I've known Deep for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I've known FU for a long time. When did y'all feel it was basically, you know what, past the demos, past just like recording ciphers and stuff, when did you all both feel, you know what, this was my mark? You know what I'm saying? Was it a feature? Was it an album that you put out? Was it a particular circle or an event? Like, when did y'all feel like, you know what, I'm doing it professional now?
For me personally, it was probably, bro, I had never taken hip hop seriously till maybe 2015. I was at Goblin Studios, and just the amount of talent that was around there, and the amount of people that were putting the battery in my battery. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That like during the outdoors movement?
People
that
like
was when I was seeing you doing heavy stuff around that time.
when people like Spit Jabs, Sean Price, like Tragedy Gaddafi, Prodigy, are listening to you and telling you your shit is dope, you kind of have to start taking it seriously. And that's when I started taking it seriously. Before that, I was like, I would DJ a little bit, you know what I mean? And I would cypher and I would jump in on features and stuff. But as far as taking it seriously, before that, nah. But when all these people are be like, nah, your shit is dope, son, you nice, bro. You gotta start doing this shit. That's when I started taking it more seriously.
Let them know, like, what year was that? Like,
That had to be like 2015, maybe.
I feel like it was even before then. I saw it in the circles. Because in real talk, I
You
feel
said
like
Rookies. You wasn't rapping during the Rookies era?
Just freestyling outside the venue, you know what I mean? Just kind of, because the Ruckus, the street team would battle like the Bad Boy street team, and then we battle like the Sony street team.
Yep.
But I wasn't making songs.
What about the Loud Records street team?
Anybody could get it. Anybody could get it. But we weren't taking it seriously, you know what I mean? We weren't putting out mixtapes or putting out records. And before 2015, I was out in the scene. I was in the low life scene, you know what I mean? So I'd be out with Thirst, I'd be out with May, I'd be out with Jens, I'd be DJing for Jens and them, and I'd be out in Goblins. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I wasn't taking rap serious.
I don't know, but for some reason I felt like around the time when Mayhem Lauren was first putting out his, when he first put out his mixtape, and like Shazoo,
Well over 10 years ago.
even when Action first started, I felt like I was hearing you on a lot
That's
of
why you
those,
say outdoors.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I was out on the scene, and since I was, you know, around,
Right.
it'd always be like, yo, here's a feature, one feature.
Right.
But I wasn't thinking about putting nothing out.
Right,
I did put out little mixtapes. I put out Legend of the Gnome Show with Golden Child. But again, I wasn't even taking it serious.
You know what it is?
That was me fucking
I do
around.
not think it is now, nigga. Me and you from Queens, and you hang with Mayhem and Thurston, you're an outdoorsman.
I was out there. I was outside, you know what I mean? I was
Outside, but not an outdoorsman.
No, I wasn't an outdoors.
Right.
No, shout to the outdoors. Shout to Action and May, you know what I mean?
Right.
Taking it seriously, haven't made my mark. We went to Boston, VA on the road, you and I, like we were doing shows on
Not
the
even
road.
anything trophy.
Is this Johnny
Say what?
23?
Not even trophy, is that right?
Oh,
Is
like
this
that
before
was
Johnny
individual
23?
album.
This is after Johnny 23,
Right.
and it was Life and I were working with Creative Juices,
Yes.
and then we would like doing shows on the road, and that was
Yeah. What year
a
was this?
lot of fun. 2005, 2006.
Wow.
Frequent flyer album.
Band Day, that's when
Yeah,
my
yeah.
son was born, you dig?
So And then after that, then the AOK-ish popped off 2007 to 2010.
Let them know what AOK is.
AOK, if you too young? No. Nah, AOK was like the Fresh Daily, Homeboy Sandman, 8th One, and Piso, Nola Darling, and the Two Hungry Bros. And the crazy thing is, we know recently we heard the Carpenter in the Olympics being played during the. So I guess that was like another wake up call. Like, yo, Deep, take it seriously again. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, was that 10 years late? No, 14 years later, take it seriously. Because, you know, the blog era died, and a lot of those dudes kind of like, you know, blogs don't really, I don't know if they have the same impact. I hope so. I hope the ones that are like playing our stuff are you know, letting people, you know, gravitate to our stuff. But that being said, it's not the same era. I don't know who reads anymore. Anyway,
I mean, who actually goes to www. and then go to the website anymore? Because me, I find it like I'm too lazy to do that now. It's crazy, right?
I get it, but there's a person for there's something for everyone.
Definitely.
There's something for everyone, and you know, these places, they say they have their followers. The wavelengths, you guys have listeners, and then there's going to be people gravitating to your site. So do not undermine the love that people have for the art and where they're going to go get it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm here, right?
Great point.
One time for your mind, one time for the mind.
This is really amazing.
Your boy life, DJ Mo, come on. It's the length, elastic strength, time well spent. Moves made, 10 toes, holding down cement. Brick and mortar bill, open like a store. The brand expands from local to cross shores. It's the length, elastic strength, time well spent. Moves made, 10 toes, holding down cement. Brick and mortar bill, open like a store. The brand expands from local to cross shores. It's the length.